It's about learning by doing, making mistakes, and improving through direct experience. The real learning comes from picking up that metaphorical axe and getting to work. Every mistake, every success is a lesson. Just like with exercise, there's no one-size-fits-all diet plan. Fitness and dietary changes require consistency. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. So grab that axe, metaphorically speaking, and start chopping. The most memorable lessons often come from hands-on experiences. In today's world, the ways we learn are as diverse as the trees in a forest. Every experience, every interaction is an opportunity to learn something new. In text realm, learning by doing isn't just a proverb. It's practically the law of the land. They got there by experimenting, by taking risks, by embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Every innovative tech we use today was once just an idea, a tree in the forest of someone's imagination. Each decision, from the food we eat to the hobbies we pursue, is a swing at defining our personal lifestyle. It's in the doing that we learn. And lifestyle choices extend beyond hobbies. What if every choice, even the seemingly wrong ones, are just steps on the path of the best way to discover your ideal lifestyle is to live it? Try new things, embrace the new experiences. You learn to cut down trees by cutting them down. Let's break it down. Ever tried to chop down a tree with a spoon? No? Well, neither have I. But that's one way to learn the hard way. Welcome back to Proverbs On Demand, the place where we take a swing at life's big questions. Today, we are slicing through the layers of an age-old proverb that's as sharp as it is simple. You learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. But stick with me. In the minutes ahead, we are going to delve deep into how this proverb isn't just about trees, but about life itself, from making money to mastering the art of living. This proverb has more to teach us than meets the eye. So whether you are a seasoned tree chopper in the forest of life, or you are still figuring out which end of the axe to hold, this video is for you. Let's get started, shall we? Let's dig into our proverb of the day. You learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. First, let's break it down, quite literally. Imagine standing in front of a massive tree with an axe in your hand. You've never chopped down a tree before. The tree looks back at you, almost challenging you. Now, what do? Run away to read a book about tree chopping? Watch a YouTube tutorial, perhaps? No, you swing that axe. Swing it, buddy. At first, it's all about awkward swings, blisters, and the tree looking unimpressed. But here's the catch. With each swing, you are learning. Your aim gets better. Your technique improves. And before you know it, you are not just chopping down a tree. You are doing it with skill and confidence. But let's look beyond the literal. This proverb is a metaphor for life's learning process. It's about gaining experience not from the sidelines, but from being in the game. It's about learning by doing, making mistakes, and improving through direct experience. Whether it's mastering a new skill, overcoming a challenge, or pursuing a dream, the message is clear. Real learning, the kind that sticks with you, comes from diving in and getting your hands dirty. So, as we explore how this proverb applies to different aspects of life, like making money, personal finance, and even fitness, remember, it's all about learning by doing. Ready to take the first swing? Now let's talk money, shall we? The root of all, well, let's just say it's important. How does our tree chopping proverb apply in making those dollars and cents? Let's dive in. Think about making money as if you are entering a dense forest. Each tree is an opportunity to learn. Some are tall and daunting, others are approachable. Now, You could stand there theorizing about the best way to chop, but here's the twist. The real learning comes from picking up that metaphorical axe and getting to work. Ever heard of entrepreneurs who hit it big with their first idea? Me neither. The truth is, most successful people in business didn't get it right the first time. They learned by doing, by chopping down those money trees, one failed startup or one side hustle at a time. But here's where it gets interesting. Each swing, each venture teaches something new about the market, about risks, about what works and what doesn't. It's about building that business muscle, learning from failures and swinging again, smarter and stronger. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying jump into investments blindly or start a business without a plan. Research, mentorship, and learning from others are like sharpening your axe. But remember, the real learning starts when you take that first swing at the tree. So whether you are dreaming of starting your own business, investing in stocks, or launching your side gig, remember, the path to financial success is paved with action, learning, and a bit of tree sap. Now, let's see how this concept branches out into personal finance. All right, let's branch out from making money to getting it managed. Personal finance. It can seem like a forest dense with confusion, but remember, our tree chopping wisdom, it's all about getting started and learning as you go. Think of your personal finance journey like learning to chop down your first tree. At first, it's about grappling with the basics, budgeting, saving, not pledging on that fancy latte every morning. Well, how to say it? It's about taking that first swing at understanding where your money is going. Start with a simple budget. Track your expenses. It might be rough at first, like hacking away at a stubborn tree, but every bit of effort gets you closer to financial health. And then there is savings and investing. These are your big swings at the tree. It might seem intimidating at first, just like swinging that axe, but with each step, opening a savings account, starting a small investment, learning about interest, you are getting better, stronger. Remember, the forest of personal finance is full of different trees. Some might prefer stocks, others real estate, and some might find their groove in savings and bonds. The key is to start swinging, cautiously, informed, but determined. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've swung my share of misses and hits in this forest. And one thing I've learned is that every mistake, every success is a lesson. I often say in our quest for success, here though we failed, we learned 1,000 ways how not to do it. It's about growing your financial knowledge tree, one swing at a time, one swing at a time, one swing at a time. So, as we wrap up this segment, remember, your journey to financial wisdom starts with that first brave chop. Up next, we'll see how our proverb fits into the world of fitness and health. Another area where doing this is learning. Moving on from the numbers in our bank accounts to the numbers on our skills and fitness trackers, let's talk fitness and health and how our trusty tree chopping proverb applies here. Starting a fitness journey is like standing before the proverbial tree with an axe. You might not know the best way to swing or which tree. In this case, which exercise is right for you. But here's the secret. You learn by doing. You might start with a jog around the block and feel like you are barely chipping away at a tree. Maybe you hit the gym, try a yoga class, or dance around in your living room. It's all about finding what works for you. And that only happens through trial and error. And let's not forget about diet, another huge aspect of health. Just like with exercise, there's no one-size-fits-all diet plan. It's about trying different foods, monitoring how your body reacts, and adjusting accordingly. It's a journey of discovery, one meal at a time. But here's the kicker. Just like chopping down a tree, fitness and dietary changes require consistency. It's not about one good workout or one healthy meal. It's about sustained effort, repeated swings at that tree until you finally see it start to tip. Remember, every person's tree is different. Your fitness journey is uniquely yours. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. It's all about learning from each swing, each step, each choice. So grab that axe, metaphorically speaking, and start chopping. Whether it's a walk, a swim, a bike ride, or lifting weights, every bit counts. And just like our proverb, you will learn and grow stronger with every swing. Up next, we are going to apply this wisdom to the world of education and learning. Stay tuned. Let's turn the page to education and learning, a forest rich with knowledge trees, waiting to be explored. How does our favorite tree chopping proverb apply here? Well, let's find out. Education at its core is like learning to cut down that tree. You can read about it, listen to lectures, even watch others do it. But true learning, that happens when you pick up that axe yourself, when you engage directly with the material. See one, do one, teach one. Think about it. The most memorable lessons often come from hands-on experiences, conducting a science experiment, writing an essay, solving a complex math problem, or even programming your first app. These experiences are your swings at the tree, each one teaching you something new. In today's world, the ways we learn are as diverse as the trees in a forest. Online courses, workshops, podcasts, even educational games. Each offers a unique way to swing your learning axe. But remember, just like tree chopping, learning is a process. Not every swing will be perfect. You encounter tough branches like difficult subjects, challenging concepts. But each struggle, each challenge is a step towards mastering your chosen field. And let's not forget, learning isn't confined to classrooms or formal settings. Life itself is a great teacher. Every experience, every interaction is an opportunity to learn something new, to take another swing at learning this complex, beautiful world we live in. So whether you are a student, a professional, or a lifelong learner, embrace each learning opportunity. Grab your metaphorical axe and start chopping. Because remember, the best way to learn is to do. Coming up next, we'll delve into how this proverb guides us into the fast-paced world of technology and innovation. Let's go. Now, let's navigate through the electrifying forest of technology and innovation. How does our straightforward yet profound tree-chopping proverb fit into this high-tech world? Let's boot up this discussion. In tech realm, learning by doing isn't just a proverb. It's practically the law of the land. Here, you are not just chopping down trees, you are inventing new axes, discovering better ways to chop, and even redefining what a tree can be. Now stay with me. Think about the tech giants and startups that shaped our world. They didn't get there by playing it safe or sticking to the manual. They got there by experimenting, by taking risks, by embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Because it's always nice and easy to play it safe. Work with what you have now, what's available, and be fine. But that brings no growth. Absolutely. Innovation in technology is all about iteration. It's taking that first uncertain swing at a problem, analyzing the results, tweaking, and then swinging again. It's a cycle of constant learning and adapting. And that's the beauty of it. As an IT expert myself, I can confess that a lot of things I have learned over the years that stuck with me are those that I practically thought were impossible to achieve. I get handed a task, and at the point of delivery, I'm thinking, okay, this tool can help me do this. That tool can help me do that. But as for this particular one, there is nothing available to help me get it done. I leave the room back to my desk in agony. How will I get this done? But then, one swing at a time, one error here, one solution there, one error here, one solution there, and boom, it's done. The satisfaction at that point is absolutely amazing. And in the end, you tend to remember every single step of the process, literally forever. But let's not forget, every innovative tech we use today was once just an idea, a tree in the forest of someone's imagination. It took courage, determination, and a lot of trial and error to bring those ideas to life. And this isn't just true for the big players. In the tech world, everyone from garage tinkerers to leading developers are a part of this continuous cycle of learning and creating. Every app, every gadget, every software update represents a series of lessons learned, of trees that were bravely chopped down. So whether you are a tech enthusiast, a budding developer, or just someone fascinated by the latest gadget, remember this: the path to technological innovation is paved with doing, learning, and sometimes failing forward. It's not just about cutting down trees, it's about planting new ones too. Next, we'll explore how this proverb enriches our lifestyle choices. Stick around, it's going to be insightful. As we near the end of our proverbial journey, let's delve into how learning by doing influences our lifestyle choices. How can this simple proverb shape the way we live, love, and grow? Life, much like our forest trees, is rich with choices and paths. Each decision, from the food we eat to the hobbies we pursue, is a swing at defining our personal lifestyle. But how do we know which choices are right for us? You guessed it, by trying them out. Ever wanted to learn an instrument or pick up a new sport or explore a creative journey? The first step is always the most daunting. But remember, it's in the doing that we learn. It's in the strumming of the guitar, the brush strokes on canvas, the seeds planted in the garden. Oftentimes, when we want to learn something new, we hop onto YouTube and begin to watch tutorial after tutorial. But I have come to realize that the best way is to actually do. And then when you hit a roadblock, come look for the solution to clear the way. Then go back to doing. Hit another roadblock and repeat the process. That helps a lot. And lifestyle choices extend beyond hobbies. They are about how we choose to spend our time, the relationships we nurture, and the values we uphold. It's about carving out a life that feels authentically ours, one choice, one experience at a time. Sometimes we might hesitate, worried about making the wrong choice. But here's a thought: what if every choice, even the seemingly wrong ones, are just steps on the path of understanding ourselves better? Each step, each swing, teaches us more about who we are and who we want to become. So whether you are contemplating a big life change or simply deciding how to spend your weekend, remember this: the best way to discover your ideal lifestyle is to live it. Try new things, embrace the new experiences, and learn from them. As we wrap up this segment, I encourage you to pick up your metaphorical axe and start shaping your life, one swing at a time. And speaking of motivation, that's exactly what we'll dive in our final segment. Stay tuned for a dose of inspiration to keep you swinging your axe, no matter what trees you are facing in life. As we come to the close of our journey through this powerful proverb, let's harness its wisdom for one final motivational push. Let's talk about how learning by doing is not just a method, but a mindset that can transform our lives. Throughout our exploration, we've seen how this simple saying applies to money, health, education, technology, and lifestyle. But at its heart, this proverb is about more than just learning skills. It's about embracing life with all its ups and downs, its trials and triumphs. Each time you face a new tree, a challenge, or opportunity in your life, remember, it's your actions that define your journey. The strength and wisdom you gain from each swing, each attempt, each step forward are what shape your path and your character. But what's most important is the courage to start, to take that first swing. It's okay to be unsure, to miss, to stumble. What matters is that you keep swinging, keep learning, keep growing. I want to leave you with this thought. In the forest of life, every tree you choose to tackle, whether you bring it down or not, teaches you something vital. It's in the doing, the trying, the persevering that we find our true strength and our true selves. So as we part ways today, I challenge you, pick up your axe, face your trees, and start swinging. And remember, in the grand forest of life, every chop counts, every effort matters, and every tree you face makes you stronger and wiser. And here we are at the end of our journey through this insightful proverb. But before you go, I have a few last words and an invitation for you, my incredible viewers. Firstly, thank you for joining me on this exploration of you learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. I hope it's given you some food for thought and maybe even inspired you to take your own axe, metaphorically of course, to the challenges and opportunities in your life. Now for the invitation, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share the trees you are currently tackling in your life. What new venture, skill, or challenge are you taking on? Your stories are the heart of this community, and we can all learn from each other's experiences. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Proverbs On Demand. Plus, hit that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of our future videos. Sharing this video with friends, family, and anyone you think could benefit from it will be amazing too. Let's spread the motivation and wisdom far and wide. Remember, every step, every swing, no matter how small, counts in the journey of life. Keep chopping, keep learning, and most importantly, keep growing. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and stay inspired. Peace.